Hey y'all, it's Dejanay Lachey, and you are tuned into She Got Something to Say. I took off last week. It was a lot. I'm only one person. I needed a break, and the days have been going by so fast. It seemed like it's like when I think about hopping on my camera, life be life. So start me out. We're not going to dwell on the past. We just focus on the now. If y'all ain't noticed, I got my new setup. I gotta change this. I have a photo right here I'm about to get rid of. But I like my orange. I love my zebra. Again, y'all like leopard and cheetah. I love zebra. If my eyes seem a little lower, it's because it's 4 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock in the morning. I took a nap earlier when I was supposed to record, and I was like, you know what? I'll just do this tomorrow. But I made myself get up and get myself together and hop on a camera just for y'all because I plan on having this out today still. If not, then tomorrow. But I really want to have it done today. You feel me? But before we get deep into this episode, I really, 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 really want to take the moment out and have a moment of silence for Cyrus Belton. Cyrus Belton is the 14-year-old that was murdered out there in South Carolina. I'm not going to dig too deep into the case. I did put a tribute on my TikTok, it went a little viral. I think last time I looked, it had over 150,000 views. And this situation alone just brung out the racism from multiple people everywhere in the coons and a lot of niggas, because a lot of y'all niggas are coons, unfortunately. And I just got fed up going back and forth with people, so I just started deleting comments and stuff like that. I can't filter through everything, but I did my best to keep it real peaceful. But so much ignorance, and it really breaks my heart. I was up 2 o'clock in the morning yesterday looking at this case, and at the time it was just released that he was found, the guy that killed him, what's his name, Rick Chow, was found not guilty. And I understand South Carolina, down south, they have a lot of rules and stuff like that. So unfortunately, prosecutors weren't able to do manslaughter or anything like that. If I'm not mistaken, it is either premeditated or another thing. It's either one or the other, not like out here in California where, okay, if we can't get him for this, we'll get him from that. So he was found not guilty, which really, really, really bothered me. And people keep bringing up the fact that he had a gun that wasn't even discovered at the time, nor was the gun pulled out during the altercation. It was even an altercation during him being in the store and running away. And again, I'm always under the impression that if you are running from somebody and if your back is turned towards them, how can anybody say self-defense? And if somebody fear for their life, why are you chasing a 14-year-old boy out your store over some fucking water? And it really bothered me. Like I said, I actually started crying. It could be because I'm PMSing and because I'm really hypersensitive to Black injustices. Excuse me, the injustice of Black people. So all I can think about is my son. And I always tell my son about emotional intelligence. And if you aren't supposed to be in a certain area, you need to leave. Just do whatever you got to do to come home and come home safe. But I also tell him too, with you being Black and big, you are automatically going to look like the aggressor, no matter if you're innocent or not. I know we live in America where it's innocent until proven guilty, but is it really, or is it guilty until proven innocent? So I talked to my son about it, and it's just been weighing very, 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 very heavy in my heart because I just knew, I'm all like, there's no way he can get away with this, and he did. So that's extremely unfortunate, and I just want to have a moment of silence for him and the families, and I'm sending my love to them. I can only imagine what his family is going through. Like, it just breaks my heart. It just breaks my heart. And a kid is gone over some water. Water. Mm. On a lighter note, let's pivot. It's been a lot of conversation on these TikTok streets about the altercation that happened with the 75-year-old Anita Grayson. She passed away after fighting a employee at a Tim Horton out in Fort Wayne, Indiana. She passed away due to a heart attack. A lot of people are either going one way or another with this. Some are saying that the employee should be in jail, and others are saying, oh, I understand why the employee put her hands on her. And 75-year-old, this is all based on the fact an order was wrong. It was all based on some coffee, some fixable shit. She went in there, and if you watch the videos, you see it's all on TikTok. Y'all gotta, I think I'll post it in here too, so you guys can kind of get an idea of what's going on. Some coffee. She went in there, honestly, being unbiased, very aggressive, extremely aggressive, pointing her finger. She's yelling. It's no audio attached to that, but she's yelling and all that. And then you see what they say. The manager, she steps in between the employees she's arguing with. The manager's in the middle, and then it's Anita on the other side. And Anita is slowly making her way. It looks like she's trying to get to the kitchen to get closer to the employee. And the manager places her hands on her shoulders. How I'm looking at it as, was it a push, or was it when she placed her hands on Anita, Anita pushed her, so it kind of looked like that? I don't know. That's up for y'all to interpretate. But one thing led to another. It started getting physical. A fight broke out. And unfortunately, Miss Anita did suffer from a heart attack, and she did pass. Okay. Now, with my 75-year-old grandmama, God rest her soul, going to a restaurant and show her ass over some coffee? Absolutely not. And I'm not victim blaming. Even me, myself, it's not that serious. It's not that serious. Even if it wasn't fixable, it's just coffee. But that's just me. And I'm fully aware people can react how they want to react. But again, I keep going back to emotional intelligence. It didn't take all that. It did not take all that. And this situation is absolutely avoidable. It could have been avoided. Whether, and let's just play devil's advocate here, they could have stepped away and called the police. But then how would the media and everybody else take that? Oh, these people are calling the police on an elderly Black woman? I don't know. That's just the if thing. I'm just only going for what the facts I have now. Again, it's extremely unfortunate, but people need to be more understanding. Mistakes happen. We're human, okay? We're human working these fast-paced jobs. A lot of us are tired and drained out. We aren't getting paid what we should be getting paid. And again, shit happens. Whether you are getting paid, we're humans and we make mistakes. There's no reason why she should have went into them people establishment and act the way she did. It just made no sense to me at all. No sense to me. And yeah, you're just responsible. You're responsible for your own emotions. It's okay to get mad, but how are you handling that anger? How are you handling that anger? You're going to get mad and react like that? Or you can still be mad and react this way too. Again, I'm not discrediting how she's feeling and stuff like that. Although I do think, okay, just some coffee is fixable. But if you mad, okay, pop your shit, do your big one. It didn't cause for all that. That was just crazy. That was just crazy. And it's not just her. You see it time and time and time again. And we're going to talk about that in this episode too, how people feel that if they're putting their money, if they're spending their money somehow, some way, they are obligated. They're obligated. It's an entitlement. I don't give a damn how much money you spending. I demand my respect, period. And unpopular opinion, and y'all may get mad at me for this one, unpopular opinion, as a business owner and a client of people, unpopular opinion, the customer is not always right. And I've always felt that way. And I've had debates with people because I understand we get that idea. Oh, customer always right. You got to satisfy your customers, which is true. But we also, in this year, 2026, all this footage on the internet, we see how these people be acting. And do y'all really think in every situation a customer is always right? Let's be real. As a consumer, y'all hear them dogs? They are howling right now. Sorry if y'all hear that. But as a consumer and as a business owner, I've been in situations to where a client was not right at all. At all. And I tried my best to accommodate them knowing they weren't right. And you think they gave a fuck? No. And I really believe in this situation too, it's that same thing. I'm sure those people told her, hey, don't worry about it. We'll fix your coffee. Hey, don't worry about it. We'll fix your coffee. But look how she acts. You feel me? I just think we really need to break free of that narrative. I'm not saying don't satisfy your clients. I'm not saying that. But do it within reason. And a lot of people think because they're spending money, again, that you're supposed to bend over backwards. And I just cannot I cannot wrap my head around that narrative at all. I can't. And the minute that you don't give them what they want, what's the first thing they want to do? They run on social media. You'll get a post on Facebook. First of all, they'll call you unprofessional. Okay, whatever. Get on Facebook, long posts, get on TikToks and story times. And with me being in 5 years in business, I can kind of tell. I'm like, okay, I get what you're saying, but what did you do? Because a lot of these people out here, they're only saying the part that hurt their feelings, not the full truth. If you're going to sit there and do something like that and diminish somebody's business, at least come out, even if you're in the right or wrong. Tell your wrongdoing and tell your right doing. Don't just sit there and say, she did this. You feel me? Y'all, I know some of y'all picking up what I'm putting down out there, but it's just, I don't like that. And with me being such an understanding person, and I've reached to the point where I'm just like, shit, okay, look, we gonna do this or that. Take it or leave it, period. Call me unprofessional, call me this, call me that. If I'm in the wrong, that's one thing I could say. I would take accountability if I did something wrong. But again, a lot of people you just cannot satisfy. Speaking of entitlement, this same entitlement shows up in relationships. And one thing that's been on my mind lately, and I get it, I'm not saying that because I know the culture loves some good 90s music and movies. But have y'all really paid attention to that stuff? Like even the music, the R&B. A lot of that shit is a man dogging a girl out, the girl finally getting fed up, leaving. And then when the dude realized, okay, she may really leave, let me get my girl back. Please come back, please. Same thing with the women. She's begging for a nigga love and attention. Who much goddamn begging for me? And I don't know if it's because my frontal lobe is developed, but when I be singing certain songs, I'm just like, wait, hold on. This too much for me. A little too much. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Pop your shit, do your big one. I'm glad she put that music out there. But we grew up listening to that. And I feel like we were slowly conditioning our brain to tolerate bullshit when we shouldn't have. But the music in the movies is good. The music in the movies is good. Speaking of movies, one movie, and I know I may fuck the city up with this one, Love and Basketball. Love and Basketball is a psychological horror film. It's a psychological horror film. Like, so you meaning to tell me, what's that girl name? Monica. Monica was Team Quincy her whole life. Quincy was that nigga. He didn't really pay Monica no mind. He got all the bitches and stuff like that. It wasn't up until Monica showed up to that dance with another man, he called himself getting jealous, okay? Monica gave her hot pocket up to him, lost her virginity. Boom, they went off to college together. Quincy finds out his daddy is cheating on him. He gets in his feelings. This man projected his feelings onto Monica. Wanted her to stay out. So selfish. So selfish. Wanted him to stay out while he sit there and express his hate towards his dad, his disappointment towards his dad to her, knowing that girl had curfew. And then got mad because she had curfew and had to go back to her dorm. Okay. And from then on, dismissed her. They broke up, went their separate ways. He moved on. Did Monica really move on? Not really. Moved on, got engaged, went pro. We already know how that ended. And then they doubled back And I know for a fact Monica always had the thought of Quincy in the back of her head. Po baby. Double back. He's out the NBA. And she looked that man dead in the face and said, let's play basketball for your heart. And what the fuck that nigga do? Dunked on her ass. Can't touch you. It's like, why? All of this could have been avoided if he would have got out his fucking feelings. That's it. Because she was always going to be Team Quincy. She was whipped. Okay? She was whipped. But you took that one situation of you being upset because your daddy a dog. And nigga, you ain't no saint either. And got mad at her and fucked y'all relationship up. I just don't understand it. And I know my black people love them some loving basketball. But that's one movie. I'm just like, nah, that ain't it, dog. That ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. That and Baby Boy. Women were taught to endure and wait. We have to wait for a man to get his shit together. We have to wait for this, have to wait for that. We put up with the side bitches, the side babies and all that. And then when he's old and washed up, like Quincy was, what he want to do? Settle down. Ain't that something? You couldn't even give me your prime years. You wait until you old and tired to be like, you know what? Maybe you do love me. Maybe you are the one for me. The fuck kind of sense does that make? Although, again, I'm going to play devil's advocate. Women have the option of leaving too. But what I'm starting to see on social media, especially when I get on Facebook, a lot of women will rather deal with the devil they know. Instead of going out, a lot of these women leave, including myself too. I'm not excluding myself from this. Leave with kids and then don't want to introduce their kids to another man or introduce their kids to another man. And that man is literally the same as a previous man or worse. So it's like, do I really want to take that risk or just deal with a devil I already know? I'm starting to see that's a thing too. A lot of women are saying that. I don't know. Me, I don't give a fuck. You get right or get left, okay? I'm not Betty Wright. I don't want no piece of nobody, man. Either I'm going to have you all or Mr. Charlie, you gonna get the fuck on, okay? Disrespectfully, not even respectfully, disrespectfully. I'm not putting up with it. But again, that's just me. That's just me. But shout out to y'all that do it. You know, stay down. You want ride or die. Ride till the wheels fall off, baby. Ride until the wheels fall off. Now, more power to y'all. But also, like, that entitlement and staying down and stuff like that for a man is in our culture. You got to think where this came from. Look at the grandparents. Look what they had to go through dealing with granddaddies, our granddaddies and stuff like that. That's also in the movies too. What she say? I'm waiting off excel, waiting to excel. What that mama say? He's a good man, Savannah.
He's a good man, Savannah.
That nigga a dog. No, he's not a good damn man. What are you talking about? He got a wife and kids at home. But see, this is the mama. She would be deemed as a grandmama too, technically. As long as he providing, he's this and that, it's okay. Who cares if he do a little cheating on the side? What? I'm sorry, I can't do it. I'd rather do everything on my own before I do that. You gotta make it make sense, especially if I'm knee deep in love. Child, please. I wish the hell I would. I was telling nigga too. If I'm knee deep and we get married and you cheating on me, I'm putting a cheating clause in there. Let's start there. I'm walking away with something. I'm bound to kill a nigga. Don't you play with my heart when you could have just left me alone. You could have left me alone. But that's also in the movies too. You see Big Mama, Granny, putting up with all this bullshit with the husbands and all that. Addiction, losing the house, drugs, all of that. And they have to sit there with a smile on their face because they have it in their head, well, I'm married to him. It's for better or worse, which is true. Don't get me wrong, but to an extent. And everybody extents may be different though. I can't even get mad at that. I cannot get mad at that. But we're spending decades of misery when life is too short and people could just be free. That's how I look at stuff. Maybe it's just really a me thing because I look at things, yeah, I want to build with a man, but I'm not going to have a dude drag me through hell just for that last moment of a happy ending when I can just go off and live my little life. Period. But again, that's just me. I'm gonna always say that's just me. Okay. I'm just a photographer. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on here. But that struggle love is idolized, especially in the Black community. And I really, really, really despise that. Us as Black women and men too, y'all, we don't have to struggle just for happiness. We don't. We don't. We see too, just like I'm sitting here talking about all the bad stuff, there's plenty, even though I say don't idolize nobody relationship, but I know for a fact there are genuinely happy couples out there. So it is something that's achievable. People just got to work past the differences because at the end of the day, we are two humans trying to come together, two different backgrounds trying to come together. And I think that's what people are failing to realize. It's not a I'm wrong, you're right, and vice versa. It's what are we going to do to accommodate one another? How are we going to make this work? You got to compromise something. I got to compromise something. Everybody has their zero tolerance and everything too. Boundaries got to be respected and all that. But I think society just don't understand that. They don't. It's like, oh, I have this, so why do I need you? And I see it with, again, being unbiased, I see it with women too. Us women, I got this and this and this going on. I don't need no man. I'm not ever going to say, I don't, well, need and want is two different things. I know me, I will make an amazing wife. I do want to get married, but I'm not going to sit here and compromise my boundaries to make another man feel comfortable for a marriage. I'm not going to struggle for that love. Hell no. I don't give a fuck what granny did. I ain't granny, and I'm not struggling for nothing, okay? Period. That's just it. Like, I just relationships again too. I said I wasn't gonna weigh in on relationships, but it kind of like went into that. Um, Relationships are subjective. I think people too, and some shit is just like okay, no. But if it works for you, then it works for you. I'm not saying don't do this, don't do that. I'm just saying what I would personally do or I won't do and what I would tolerate and what I won't tolerate. If you're in a relationship right now and you are genuinely happy, give a fuck what anybody else say, me, your cousin, your mama, anybody else say. If you are genuinely happy with your partner right now, man or woman, then that should stay between y'all. Because I also see too, when people start listening to those outside voices, that can really slowly start changing your perspective on your own relationship. So that's why I don't even like getting into relationship like advice. I'm a single woman, so if my homegirl who's in a relationship calls me, I just feel like, hey, I can't give you advice on that. I only can tell you what I would do, what I would tolerate and all that. But I'm not laying in the bed with y'all. I don't know y'all pros and y'all cons. I don't know what he's doing to make you happy outside of this moment. So at the end of the day, hey, look, the day got a motherfucking end. Period. But to wrap this up, y'all know my favorite thing, songs of the week. Okay. Selfish by Slum Village. Y'all know my man. Look at speaking of my man. This is my ex-husband though. Kanye. Hold on, let me put it down so y'all can see my mans. It's my hubby. I love me some Kanye. Omari West. Period. Love that song. Of course, he produced it. It's Kanye. Of course, I'm gonna love it. Like, what the hell? That song is just so nostalgic. It just makes me so happy. So happy. I'm about to go listen to that too when I take my makeup and my wig off. Period. Circles by Mariah Carey. That album, I forgot the name of it, but you know I'm gonna put it up here. That album, I vividly remember my mom playing that song back to back to back to back. Not song, excuse me, album back to back. And now with me being an adult and it had popped up, I forgot about it, but it had popped up sometime this year. I listened to at least one song off that album, but I remember I played it the whole, no skips. The album is no skips. If y'all don't listen to any song that I'm suggesting or putting y'all on or anything like that, please just play that album. It is so good. It is so good, I'm telling you. But I remember recently I discovered the song and I was like, oh my gosh, how did I forget about this? I put the album on and started crying. I'm a little sensitive, especially when it comes to that lady, period. That's such an amazing album. Such an amazing album. And then the last one is Butterflies by Brent Faiyaz. I don't think y'all gave my boy enough credit. I know we wanted Toxic Brent for this album, but this is a really good album, especially this song. I love this song. How do you feel? Is anything like I feel? That's my shit. That is my shit. And Toxic Brent, you know he come and go, but this album was amazing. Amazing. And y'all had him fucked up. Y'all had him really fucked up. And he's dropping like visuals to every song. Artists don't be doing that shit now. Put some respect on his name, period. Golly. But anyways, y'all, that's the last of this episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with your girl. I hope everything sound right because I'm not doing this again. It's 5:23 in the morning. I'm ready to go to sleep. I have to go to work in a little bit. And I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.